Okay, so we're going to talk about Hezekiah, which is mentioned in the book of Isaiah. And it's so wild to me. Like, I've already read the book of Isaiah, and I just blew past everything when it was talking about, like, Hezekiah and just everything. Like, I read it. I was taking notes and everything. But when I was reading my, like, supplemental biblical literature, it stood out to me. And I was like, I need to go back and read this, because the points that they were making in the book, it was really hidden. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't, like, meditate on that longer, because I really, related to what they were talking about. Okay, so I got my notes right here. We finna get into it. Okay, and there's like 3 key points that I want to take away. There are a lot more points to highlight, but I want to focus on 3 because I really resonate with these 3 points, and I want to try and keep this video short. So let's get into it. Okay, so what I wrote down: Hezekiah, he was the 13th king of Judah. He ruled from age 25 to 29. He was faithful to God. He removed idols and pagan worship practices from Judah, restored proper worship in the temple. He prayed for God's protection when Judah was under attack. He became seriously ill and prayed earnestly to God for healing. God added 15 years to his life because he prayed. Trusting God can bring deliverance. Oh, so like the little title I wrote next to this is Faith in Action. Trusting God can bring deliverance even in impossible situations. Prayer works. Honest, humble prayer can change outcomes. Leadership matters. Reforming your environment spiritually impacts generations. And then humility before God. Hezekiah's success came when he relied on God, not his own strength. So the 3 key points that I want to take away from this is when he prayed humbly, God added 15 years to his life. And the reason why that is really important to me, because some of y'all know, and many of y'all do not, I deal with rheumatoid arthritis. So anybody that's dealing with any type of sickness or ailment, I naturally just gravitate to. And the fact that he prayed and God added years to his life just speaks to my soul, because there have been days where I literally have asked God for his strength, and I know that he's given it to me because I've been in so much pain, but I was able to get through. And so the fact that he prayed earnestly and humbly to God, and God answered his prayer. Out of all the children that God has, he heard him. That's why God, he knows his children, every one of his children. Nobody was created by accident or by a mistake. Like, if your parents, or if you ever heard somebody say, oh, you were a mistake, or, you were an accident. No, you were not. God knew what he was doing. You were intentional and you were thought out. God knew you before you was born. You are not a mistake, okay? And he heard you, and he hears you, okay? He heard Hezekiah's prayer, okay? And he answered him, added years to his life. Then when it mentioned reforming your environment, okay, can transform generations. There's just so many different types of strongholds that are placed on families, but you could be the one to break that. Everything that you have dealt with, everything that your family has known up until you, it can end with you. You could be the change to propel your family and the generations after you into a different direction. Like, think about that. Like, transforming your environment. And I made a video about that. Like, your environment can literally keep you stuck. It can literally keep you stuck. That's why you have to assess, like, what around me, is it beneficial or is it harming me? Who is around me? Are they trying to uplift me? Are they trying to uplift me, or are they trying to bring me down? Like, we really have to pay attention to who we are around and, like, what is around us. And then it says Hezekiah's success came when he relied on God, not on his own strength. Like, I was the biggest advocate of, I can do all things through India who strengthens her. Like, I was not relying on the Lord for anything until he woke me up in through multiple ways. He woke me up and made me realize I am not my own savior. In our weakness, he is made perfect. Like, his strength, like, you will be able to, like, really see God's strength and his power when you just, like, surrender and just admit, like, God, I'm weak. I can't do this. And he's like, I know you can't. That's why I got you. And let God be God, So those are, like, the 3 biggest takeaways for me personally. But everything was speaking to me. Everything was speaking to me. And so, yeah, I just wanted to leave y'all with that really quick. And then I'm going to make another video talking about temptation and how all temptation follows a similar pattern, and the devil's like tactics, and how he tries to use how he uses temptation to try to lure us into sin. So Until next time, bye.